Hi everybody, PlanetWalls here. I'm going to be talking a bit less than normal and a bit quieter for the first round of the top 8 of the Classic League Qualifier Tournament 2 top 8, which I'm rematching, Blue Diamonds. Blue Diamonds deck is over here. Now I won't be talking about his deck in particular. Got Brainstorms, Mana Drains, Oaths, Tinkers, Jaces, Staff of Nin. Tinker's really scary, so it's Balance. It's really early in the morning for me. That's why I'm going to be a little bit quieter than usual. We have a hand with Frost Titan, Steel Sabotage. I believe Steel Sabotage is pretty bad. It counters these things. Can deal with a Blight Steel or a Staff of Nin. So maybe it's not horrible. Lotus Petals, Mana Crypt too. Yawgmoth's Will is another thing we need to worry about, obviously. He's got 21 lands. If we screw this one up, it might be because it's super early in the morning. I should check his strip. He's got a strip mine, but no wastelands. So the only reason not to play an Underground Sea is to protect it from the strip mine. No, we're not going to mulligan this. I have a Force to deal with his early game combo. I mean, he is Forces too and Mana Drains. His Missteps, I guess, are okay against me. So this was the time we found to be able to play, and I stayed up really late grading. So I'm electing, actually, since it's at the end of the term, and I don't have to do anything super exciting. Oh no, postpone this, don't do that. Today, yeah, we're going to sabotage that Mana Crypt, get some use out of it. He's presumably going to misstep it. Question is, what do we do then? Do we save our Force of Will for something else? I could force that Brainstorm, actually. Maybe that would be productive. But he's already spent his fetch land, so I'm going to let this resolve. Because I'm hoping he doesn't have a shuffle effect to make use of Brainstorm, and it means his hand is bad. But if I spend my Force Will now, I don't really have anything to do. Okay, so he is forcing... exiling a Jace, huh? What would he want to cast with Mana Crypt then? What does Mana Crypt do for him? Allows him to tinker. So, if he has that Mana Crypt out, and then red... I'm sorry, red and blue. Red and blue only gets him Lightning Bolts, Dragon's Breaths. I don't know what he can do with the colorless besides just have Tinker online. So I think I let this resolve and just try to counter the Tinker. I think. Because you could play Lotus Petals or something. But I think that's going to be the game plan. He also could, you know, try to like balance or something. Again, early in the morning. So I think I'm going to let this resolve. Oh, a Time Vault, huh? That's actually kind of irritating, but by itself it doesn't do anything. We can tutor up a Pithing Needle. Okay, so that gives them a different win con. That's actually an interesting card to draw. And I'm going to definitely cast it right away. Can I think of a reason to use it now? No. He actually can't take infinite turns given the mana crypt, and he is down to 15, which is good for us. Wow, Jace. So I have to think kind of hard about this. He played his land. He's tapped everything. Activate top. I actually want my Trinket Mage. Wow. That's interesting. I don't have an easy way to get rid of Jace without countering it right now. And I think it will put him over the top to win. So I think we just set up to draw a Trinket Mage, leaving Force on top. Let me make sure that that made sense. Yeah, and then we counter this and we exile Trinket Mage, even though I like it. Whoa. Okay, so that's not good. Does this mean my internet just failed? That's probably what it means. Oh god. I hope everything's on top of my library how it's supposed to be. The question is just whether... where's his deck? Whether I want multiple Trinket Mages or Frost Titan. I actually think I'm going to exile the Frost Titan. Because I think Trinket Mages can do so much on their own, it's insane here. Yeah, so let's see what we can do then. We should have a Trinket Mage on top and then a Force Well. So now I wish I would have... No, this is fine. There's a Force Well on top of the deck. Oh, but there won't be after I do this, will there be? Oh god. Well, I'm glad that I determined that. I think I play it and I draw the top card, shuffle it away, which is unfortunate, but I think probably a decent move. And then finding a Grafdigger's Cage probably wins me the game, especially now that those two Jaces are gone. Yeah, I think that would probably do it. He's going to decide if he's going to skip his turn. Hint, he loses if he does that this time, I think. He lost a flip again, which is extra good for me. And I think I'm going to be fighting him over a Force a Will here. Probably to land my Grafdigger's Cage. Do I attack first? He can still tinker, but it's much worse. And he can mana drain. What's pretty likely is that I have to counter a mana drain of his. He can't hard cast a force yet. Moving to my main phase B makes it bluff that I have a mana drain, I think. Because it gives you mana during your next main phase. And so this way it's kind of like I could be bluffing a mana drain, which so far so good. Now if you hard cast Grizzlebrand, we can put that back to his hand. He loses every one of his flips. Would you play Mana Crypt if it dealt 3 to you each turn? I don't know. He's not going to be able to afford to take the pain much longer. We could do him a favor and bounce it with Steel Sabotage. Seems bad. I do think I'm just going to attack here and leave Steel Sabotage open. He's probably gonna like bolt my Trinket Mage. I'm not going to counter that. We can just drop a Snapcaster or something, EOT. And bounce his Time Vault. This card's so weird. Oh, he used it. So I'm taking a turn wherein I'm not attacking. I think I tried to find a Pithing Needle then. And just name Time Vault. Maybe that was erroneous. Now I might name Misty Rainforest. So he gets to take... If I name Misty Rainforest, he can't shuffle and he's stuck with like the 2 cards in his hand. That's pretty good. Maybe I want to name Time Vault though. Yeah, I probably do. That's probably better than name. He can go ahead. I think I may have played that wrong. No, postpone. So maybe we can just get him close to losing this Mana Crypt. Oh, he won the Mana Crypt flip, which is good. Oh, looks like he didn't find anything good, but he gets to go again. Now he loses the flip. Yeah, if I would have played this differently, I could have just killed him right now. Oh, my phone beeps. And he shows a Balance, a Force Will, a Grizzlebrand, and a Scalding Tarn. That was... maybe I aggressively GG'd. I didn't mean to do that. So his sideboard may bring in Nature's Claims. Maybe Ancient Grudges to deal with all my tiny 1-drop artifact stuff. Probably Pyroblast and Blue Elemental Blast. So these things probably come in. Maybe these, I don't know. Maybe even Bolts if he wants to go that route. What's interesting is that his forces don't have that many blue cards to pitch. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Plus the forces themselves. Some of those are, like the Tinker is important. So I board in Spell Snare, probably Misstep to counter his missteps, Annul, Pithing Needle. Ratchet Bomb is interesting. Because it can kill Oath once Oath has landed. I don't think it's that great, though. I have to figure out what's bad. Glenalundra, like, wins automatically. And Bounce is good against him, too. So, like, Steel Sabotage just might not be good enough against him. Pithing Needle actually might not be extraordinary. It might just be a one of. Because it deals with Vault Key. So let's get one out of here. Steel Sabotage, again, not extraordinary. It worked for us that game, but can't be expected to do that all the time. Glenalundra is a real good win con. We're going to cut a Frost Titan as a result. We've got a lot of counter magic down here that's good. This stuff is a little less relevant, I think. We might be able to cut a mana drain. I like running Venser and Jace because it can deal with a couple of his combo win options. I guess actually Grizzlebrand is hard to deal with when it's hasting at you, but that's sort of the way it goes, isn't it? So out of these, Stifle. I don't think Stifle's extraordinary against him. We need to cut one more card. Into the Royal and Vents are kind of expensive. I still like both. We could, let's see, 10 seconds. I think Mana Drain might be the right option. Just because it's like more expensive. I can't afford to cut Force, especially on the draw. Okay, so we have a Pithing Needle, Snapcaster, Brainstorm. That's a bit of an awkward hand. We have no Force of Will to interact with them on turn 1, but that's probably okay. Nope, maybe he's just going to kill us. I mean, this is a one of in his deck. I don't feel that horrible about losing to this. Oh, wow. Okay. Yep, so he had his first turn. He had Mana Crypt as one of, and Time Vault. Whoa. Okay, so he's giving us an out here. Maybe he has Force backup. Well, Glenalundra's not going to cut it right now. Huh. So do I even play the Mana Crypt? Pithing Needle can get Mental Misstep too, and Pithing Needle is my only out right now. So like maybe I could, bait him into forcing the Mana Crypt. Then I just don't have very long to win the game. But I think I can race him. So like I just sort of want to bait out the counter spell that he might have. But for sure he would want to just protect this, right? I think. Either way, I think we have to try that. Okay, well he just F6'd. So I guess not. Well, got misstepped. So I just made a horrible play because I could have brainstormed there first. So I think we just threw the game, especially if I do this now. He'll understand. No, we didn't rip anything relevant. But he's going to take infinite turns. So we have no way to interact with him. Let's move on to game 3. I feel stupid not brainstorming first, but sometimes that's what happens. I don't feel too bad losing against a combo deck that drew 2 of its one of combo pieces in its opener on the play. That happens. And I guess Stifle would have stopped that situation. I don't know. So we're going to be in the play. Mana Drain's a little better. Frost Titan, still fine. I think I'm happy with the way the deck's set up. Yeah. Okay, so we at least have a couple ways to interact with him. I think we keep this. This doesn't give us a lot of flexibility, but it'll make sure we can do something on turn 1. I'm going to counter anything good that he plays. This, if I can land it, I think is a GG. That helps out quite a bit. I hope I don't have to play it reactively, but there's a good chance I will. I suppose Stifle would have countered a fetch land. Probably would have been the thing to do. Draw another land, which is actually fine. Hopefully I can land one more land here. I can't afford to cast the Brainstorm next turn. Let's say I draw into like a Soul Ring, then I could probably cast the Glenalundra. So I'm wondering whether I should cast this now. I think I should, especially because of Snapcaster too. But I don't have a fetch. Actually, not having a fetch is really horrible with Brainstorm. Okay, so he's excited to make it to turn 3. I can try to cast a Trinket Mage and land Grafdigger's Cage. Is that right? That prevents me from Spell Snaring and Spell Piercing. I think I just Brainstorm in... probably shouldn't have cast that island, played that island. Brainstorm in preparation for casting a Trinket Mage. I'm going to wait for his turn to do that. So he's got a lot of land out. He's going to start being able to hard cast Force of Wills. Okay. Whoa. A lot of decisions to make here. We're going to shuffle away one of these cards. Kind of wish I'd seen a land. So which card do we want to shuffle away? I don't think I can afford to cast Jace now, but I could off of a Mana Drain. Maybe that's really greedy. I don't think so, though. Maybe the Snapcaster, even though it's a value, is the card I don't need right now. Because I think Glenalundra seals the deal. I guess I would Glenalundra off of Mana Drain. So maybe I don't need the Chase. I don't think he can win through Glenalundra. Jace he can win through still. Might give me a way to kill his Jace too, but I can deal with that with Spell Pierce or Mana Drain in theory. Yeah, I actually do think Jace might be the card. And maybe I won't be Trinket Maging anyway. Actually, I probably won't be, so I guess Brainstorm is just a bad cantrip. Yeah, I kind of think that that's true. So we're just going to put our non-reactive cards on top, because I don't plan on Trinket Maging. Unless he does something here that permits me to Mana Drain. But he would have done that in response to my Brainstorm, presumably. I could Snapcast Brainstorm, but that seems not very productive. It would start the attack clock. So Trinket Maging, what does it do for me? I could find also like a Mana Crypt with it. Or a Seat of the Synod. I feel like that might not be good enough. Gives me more mana, but I'm not sure it's worth it. What am I waiting for? Drawing another land? Plus I would want to find just a Grafdigger's Cage with it, I think. Yeah, I think I want to wait to try and force that through a little bit. I might want to Snapcast end of turn. Maybe. His instant speed options are pretty slim. He's got his 5th land out. That's kind of spooky. Yeah, I'm doing this. We hit a land and a Mana Crypt. If only we had our Frost Titan right now. And we're going to be able to shuffle away cards here. So do we want to shuffle away Jace now that... I think we might still want to shuffle away Jace. Yeah, I think we do, because I think the Trinket Mage is more valuable, especially if we're going to ramp in Jace with Mana Crypt. Okay, so countering an Oath is obviously essential at this point. Yeah, I think I go ahead and try to resolve this, and I've got 2 counter spells to back this up. So I think it's now or never. He's gonna for sure try to counter this with a Force of Will. Brainstorm, huh? You got it. That means he can't hard cast a Force of Will. Must mean he doesn't even have one. Let's see. Does he have it? He's going to try and mana drain. This has been kind of an exciting Classic match as far as mana drains, mana crypts go. A lot of fast stuff happening. Maybe we'll just try to bolt it. Okay, he could still play a blue or red Elemental Blast. We got a Jace on top. Might want to keep that there at this point, so I'm not going to pop the fetch just yet. Let's see what else happens here. It resolves, so I feel like that puts us in really good shape. And I might just want to pop the fetch land here. No, we can wait on that. We'll be okay. Because at this point, I think I am willing to draw a Jace. Unless I'm just supposed to ride this whole thing out with Glenalandra. That might be the case, and then I play Trinket Mage to bring on the beats, as it were. I'm not going to crack this fetch. And we win our flips. He loses his. That's how this works. I don't know. Jace might put me over the top here, especially with the fetch land. So I'm gonna grab it. That could be greedy. An Ancient Grudge, huh? Well, I'm glad you did that now because I don't want to draw a Jace now, and I am certainly not going to counter the Ancient Grudge. I don't think. No, that's okay. I think I just ride the Glenalandra Snapcaster to victory here. I popped the fetch lane, by the way, because I didn't want to draw Jace now that he destroyed the mana source. I think I'm going to brainstorm after combat. Actually, we'll do it responsibly, I think. Trinket Mage is not going to get cast this turn. We are going to counter that with a null. He missteps it. Okay, let me think. We've got a Spell Pierce, which doesn't do anything yet. We've got our Glenalandra, which you can't counter. We found a Graph Digger's Cage, which I think is probably worth fighting for over Oath of Druids. No, he's got his Ancient Grudge. Well, he can't cast Ancient Grudge if Graph Digger's Cage is in play, which is pretty good. It means different cards deal with the Graph Digger's Cage. So that could be wrong. We want to draw this Caracas, I think. I don't think we want to play this soon now. Yeah, this mental misstep can be countered, or can resolve. So the question is, what do I want to do about this? I think do I just let that resolve? I think I do. It means I need to be very careful with this artifact removal, though. You could have another misstep and try to counter the Graph Digger's Cage with it. That would be kind of awkward. Yeah, I think we try to use our Grafdigger's Cage answer for this. That could be really risky. And another land, which is good. There's the Caracas and the Trinket Mage. We also have the Engineered Explosives option, which kills Snapcaster. That would cost... I have to brainstorm now. I could do it if I tapped out. I think that's bad. Sorry, majorly stressful. I'm running out the clock here. Yeah, he can do that. So I think he's gonna try and kill it end of turn. No, he did not. So we can Oath here, but it's not gonna do anything. Soul Ring. 2, 3. Okay, so he might be able to hardcast a Grizzlebrand, but he can't activate it. Jace. I think we try to, if we try to mana drain him, we can't mana drain a hardcast Grizzlebrand, should that happen. We draw our own Jace. Which I think I just, do I just want to play that? That might seal the deal too. Oh god. Spell Pierce has gotten worse up to this point in the game, but it's still okay. I don't think it's great, but do I need another land? That's the question. I don't think so. Actually another land would be okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and pitch the Spell Pierce. And I think the smart thing to do here is to seal the deal with our own Jace. Can he do anything with this on the stack? I don't think so. Oh my god. So that interaction has not happened this entire time. Because Grafdigger's Cage cancels Persist, which is rough and unexpected. Okay, so there's a Spell Pierce on top of the library. I think I just set up to kill him next turn? If I play a Jace, then I can bounce my Snapcaster and do, that's terrible. I can't really set up to kill him next turn. I could find an engineered explosives or a pithing needle. I guess engineered explosives is right. Yeah, I really should have planned on playing my own Jace, though, if I were going to go that route. But my idiocy did not foresee the persist not working out. So is there going to be hardcast Grizzlebrand? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so now his fetch is offline. Let's see. I think that's right there. And he just counters that? That's okay. So he's got one card in his hand, and he's drawing his last card. I would have definitely mana drained, by the way, instead of, I'm not really worried about a hard cast Grizzlebrand. So I think we take the game here and move on to the semifinals. We're going to keep that in our hand. We might get a lightning bolt here. No Frost Titans this match. Okay, well, I will see you guys next round. First I need to use the snip tool. Let's see, sorry, I always forget to do this. Save. Alright, thanks for watching.